Hey guys, it's Damien again. I'm going to be talking tonight in regards to Payability. I'm not sure if you've actually heard of this service yet. It is one that I have actually signed up for and I utilize for my business and has been a dream come true. More or less specifically for Amazon sellers. If you're familiar, of course, selling on Amazon, or if you're not familiar with it yet, Amazon has a 2-week delay window before you actually get paid. Payability actually comes in and says, look, we're going to charge you a small fee of 2%, but I can get you your sales from a daily basis into your account on the following day and we'll deposit on a daily basis instead of 2 weeks. It has been an amazing, seriously has been an amazing opportunity for me. Of course, being as a small business, cash flow is super, super important. And having that 2-week window really put a lot of strain and stress on the ability to grow the business, let alone that cash flow that kind of gets clogged up for like a 2-week window. So what I did is I went ahead and went on Payability's website, and it's payability.com. Actually, I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to check it out for yourself. The really, really cool thing about Payability that I personally liked was that they had a kind of a trial period. So if they really didn't like the service, you could simply just cancel it and you could go back to your traditional 2-week pay period if you're not comfortable with the 2% fee, or if you're not comfortable with the service. I, for one, immediately called them up and spoke with somebody. I was able to reach somebody without being put on hold. They walked me through the application process, which is ultra simple. And to be quite honest with you, I believe it was within 48 hours, my first, following the day after I had applied, I began to literally get my sales from the day before. So I'm going to run down really quick and show you how it actually works. If it's something you're interested in, like I said, definitely take my advice and just look at it at least and understand how it works. And then from there, you can make your decision. If you're not selling on Amazon, but you've heard, a lot of people say, wow, selling on Amazon's great, but one of the biggest challenges is trying to get your money every 2 weeks. This literally takes care of that and eliminates that wait time. And some of the benefits, I'm going to discuss with you also some of the benefits that actually come with getting money every day. And it's kind of a no-brainer, but small business, cash flow is like the lifeblood of any business. But when you're small and you're trying to grow, you got to have that money. And having to wait 2 weeks, it puts a big hold on that. So how does Payability work? Okay, so it's called Payability. And it's very, very simple. Okay, so every day that you do sales on Amazon, you will actually, on the following day, you'll have access to 80%. Okay, it's not 100%, and I'll explain why. It's 80% of the sales will be available to you. Okay, so I'm going to do an example and show you. So you get 80% available. So on a Monday, let's say you did 100. I'm going to do this really simple with a very easy example. You did $100 on Monday. Okay? Now, Tuesday morning, you wake up, you go into your Payability account, you log in, and you will see the balance being updated. I personally do it around 8:30. It normally is actually updates around 8 to 9 in the morning. It doesn't take that long in the morning for it to update. And you log in, you'll see the amount of money that's available. So they take 80% and they give you 80% of your sales. So out of $100, you've got $80 ready to go. Okay? $80 in your account. You literally select on the bottom, you'll select the total amount that you like. You'll hit the transfer, and it immediately will transfer by the end of the day, roughly around 5 o'clock, 5:30. Depends on your bank as well, how they process it. By that time in the evening, it'll post as a deposit, so the next day you've got it available. Okay? So Monday, okay, you sell $100. Tuesday morning, you wake up, okay? And then by Tuesday night, that deposit is in your account. So they take 2%. Okay, 2%. To be honest with you, again, I know a lot of the selling fees on Amazon are relatively, I don't want to say high, but they're definitely above the average. Okay, but if it costs you 2% to get access to this every day, my opinion, it is well worth it. Okay, I'll take 2% out of every dollar. You want to have 2 cents, dude? I mean, seriously, I will give you 2 cents for that. So why do they only give you 80%? You might be asking. So 20% is left in there and is released by Amazon typically based on its 2-week schedule. Okay, that stays in there for any types of adjustments what they call marketplace adjustments, or any type of refunds. Like for instance, if they were to take out the $100 and give you that completely, and the next day you had to refund an item, you're not going to have money in there to cover that refund. If there's a fee, like a shipping fee, let's say you ship stuff to FBA and you get charged a $10 fee to ship a product to FBA, you got to have money in that account. So they give you a 20% window just to be sure, okay, that if any refunds or any adjustments or extra shipping or whatever it may be, you've got 20% in there, okay? That's how they do it. It's actually based upon what Amazon has established, not necessarily payability, okay? So 20% stays. Now, it only stays until that 2-week window pay period, okay? So normally, as you know before, you get paid every 2 weeks, okay? Now what's happening is that your overall sales over that 2-week period, they're going to maintain a 20% every day. 20% is going to stay, okay? So on that Friday, that 2-week period comes, right? And you get paid on Friday. Once payability gets that deposit, that 20% from those 2-week sales gets released to you. So you get your money. Now, you'll get your money minus their 2% fee, which comes in after that payment. And let me explain that to you a little bit better. So every 2 weeks you get paid from Amazon, right? Every 2 weeks you get paid from Amazon. So here's what we're going to do. So you have a 2-week period. You did $1,000 in sales, okay? Now, by the time that 2-week period is up and you get paid, those funds, the remaining amount gets released. Here's what happens is, in the meantime, out of $1,000, you get 80%. So you've got $800. Now you're left with $200, okay? That's that 20% that stays in there, $200, right? So that remaining amount of $200, that's going to be that deposit that's going to go into your account after 2 weeks, okay? So minus any fees that they've got, like, you know, the 2% of $1,000, that 2% of the $1,000 goes into payability, and then payability gives you the remaining amount. It's very simple. That's it. It's very, very simple. So how do you sign up for this? How is it? What do they need from you? Okay, so payability does have an application you have to sign up for. Now, by the way, if you have other marketplaces that have a delay, or if you're looking to have funds every day and they don't release it, other marketplaces, platforms that you sell on, you can sign up with them as well. It's not just for Amazon, it's for any marketplace that has that, okay? So here's how it works. You're going to set up your account, okay? You basically sign up and say, hey, I've got an Amazon account, here's my information. And then what they're going to do, when you sign up, you connect your account to them so they have access to the funds, okay? So you get connected. And then number two, they're going to review what they call their sales history, okay, your sales history. So let's say you're doing $50,000 a month, or maybe you're doing $150,000 a month. They'll take a look at your sales history, and then they'll establish what kind of, what kind of pricing and what kind of advance limits they'll give you, because sometimes they're higher, okay? So they're going to establish your sales history, and then your sales limits, okay? And then thirdly, that's it, you get paid, okay? And it's a very fast, I literally did this on the phone. I'll explain to you how I did it. I had called on a Thursday night, and I spoke with the gentleman, and I did all the work. It was like literally around 5 o'clock. They were getting ready to close. I got all the information, connected the accounts. He took a look at it. The next day, it began the process of getting it. That's how fast it was, okay? I didn't get my funds on that Friday, but the application process began, and the funds began to be available on the following Monday morning. So if you do it on a Monday, it would be considered, depending on how long it would take for your application, literally it was only for me like a 24-hour window, okay? And that's it, super easy. And then you get paid. So why would you want to do this? Okay, back to what I talked about in the beginning of the video. Here's the benefit. If you're growing your business and you have to wait 2 weeks to either pay bills, maybe you need to get ingredients, okay? Maybe you're an FBA and you're wanting to send products out to FBA, but you don't get that cash in time. You have to still wait. I, for one, have been able to use those daily deposits to get ingredients, make product, send it to FBA very fast. I can replenish sold out items in FBA. I can also add new products to my offering, add more products to my catalog because I know the cash flow is going to be there, okay? So with the constant cash flow, I'm able to pay some bills, I'm able to get ingredients, I'm able to do this, that. So there's a huge plus to that, okay? I've been able to grow my FBA business even faster and even offer more products in FBA because I know that, you know what, tomorrow I'm going to get paid. Tomorrow I'm going to get paid, and over and over and over and over. So what it does is it really, truly, honestly helps you to grow your business without having to also, seek out loans or take out some small business loan. Once you get the ball rolling with your business and you've got sales coming through Amazon, you can leverage that with Payability. You can get your cash every day. And then after that 2-week limit, that 20% that's been in there that time, you get that as well. So all of your money comes to you much, much faster, minus a 2% fee. I mean, really, when I was researching Payability, I actually did this for probably about 2 weeks. I went online and I was just trying to find as many possible recommendations or reviews about it. And I saw that there's a lot of people complaining that, there were a lot of negative feedback about 2%. And they're saying, Amazon takes out so much already. They take out so much. Why would I want to give up 2% more of my earnings? I'll just wait for 2 weeks. And I don't know. I didn't understand that logic myself. I just said, you know what? For right now, 2% is great. And down the road, if I'm doing $1 million a month, I might even be able to see if there's even a way to lower that fee because you're doing so much. I'm just totally blown away by what it's been able to do for us. So I give it a huge thumbs up, and it's just speaking from my experience. And like I said, I'll have a link down below. You can click onto it, take you to Payability, read some information for yourself about it, and then go from there. So I hope this kind of open up your eyes to what you can do as far as getting cash flow going with your Amazon store. And if you're not on Amazon yet, but you're getting ready to, just know that Payability is the way to go. Honestly, it is fantastic. It's a great idea. And their customer service is phenomenal. I've actually had to call them about a half a dozen times just with questions about stuff. No problems as far as getting funds, but they were like literally picking up the phone. I don't get waited on. I don't have to say there's like 20-minute wait. They literally pick the phone up as I call. So thumbs up with their customer service, and the service, the idea of getting this every day is amazing. So I hope you liked that. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. If there's any other questions I can ask you in regards to this type of product, please do let me know. And I appreciate you guys watching.